Alright, what's up guys? Larry here, early in the morning on a Friday, and getting ready for chest and shoulders. I have biceps and triceps tomorrow. So today, I want to do something a little bit different. I was talking with a friend of mine. I've mentioned his name before by the name of Nick Langer, and he put on his Instagram story that coaches need to step their game up because AI, artificial intelligence, is coming. So unless you've been living under a complete rock, which I know some of you have, because we're all bodybuilders and we kind of do that, AI has been infusing itself into our lives at an extremely fast rate, whether it be pictures, videos. I look at a lot of video game content, and I've seen how AI has made movies and characters of or movies, real life 80s action flicks using Street Fighter based characters, right? So they made an entire series or video of Street Fighter characters as a 1980s action movie. So that's pretty cool to look at. But AI has been infusing itself at a very fast rate in society. You know, I joke around and call it Skynet, but it is what it is. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Russian roulette with a couple of different AI engines, right? So I'm going to type in what I want for today's workout, and we're going to go from there. Now I'm going to use two different systems. The first one I'm going to use is the most popular one, Chat GPT, right? Everyone's using it for everything. I've even used it at work, not extensively, but just very lightly, just kind of dabble in it, get used to what I am looking for, right? And then we're going to use Bard, which is very experimental by Google. So let's dive in and try it out. So today, what I would like to do is I want, write me a, we'll go high volume just so I have some room to play around with. I've been going low volume for a little bit, so I want, write me a high volume chest and shoulders workout utilizing heavyweight reps in the 12 to 15 rep range, and also using drop sets. All right. So the thing with ChatGPT is the better the prompt, the better the outcome. So you as a bodybuilder, us as bodybuilders, we have to be critical in what we want to look and what we want in order to get a better outcome. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy and paste this workout, and we're going to copy and paste it. Now we're going to go over to Bard. All right, this is the one that's by Google. This one is, I haven't really dabbled around too much with it, so I'm going to play around with it this weekend and see what we got. But starting today, same prompt, write me a high volume chest and shoulders, heavy weight, reps in the 12 to 15 rep range, also utilizing drop sets. Submit, and we'll see what we get from here. And we'll just pick whichever workout session. So let's see what we got. Sure, here's a drop set, light amount of cardio, dumbbell chest flies, dumbbell shoulder raises, push-ups, pull-ups. All right, so that is the warm-up, almost like a winning warm-up. Bench press, 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Incline dumbbell press, 12 to 15 reps. Dumbbell flies, 12 to 15. Overhead press, 12 to 15. Front dumbbell raises. Lateral dumbbell raises. So this one is a little bit lower volume than the Chat GPT one. Chat GPT one utilizes 8 exercises, whereas this uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 exercises less. So it just really depends upon what I'm looking for this morning. I'll tell you what, seeing as that I am coming right off of Ramadan, I don't think I want to do 8 exercises. I will do 6. I will absolutely do 6. So with that being said, I'm going to take a picture of this one by Bard, and I'm gonna save this ChatGPT one in the clip. So we have our Bard workout, and then that's it. All right, so now that we've got our workout, I'm gonna make my intra workout shake, and we're gonna hit the floor running. So this should be very, very interesting. I'm very excited to see what will happen, and then we'll just go from there.
Okay, I'm going to let it be known that I am not a big fan of what Bard put out for me and ChatGPT, right? So I think it's important to understand that when you put the input inside of the prompt, you have to be super, super, super specific. So you still need to be creative in what you put in there. It's not like you just put in the bare amount of information and it spits out an answer. If I was to go back early this morning, and retype the prompt, I would type it the same way, but I would also add in without use of the flat barbell bench press. Again, when you're using a tool like that, you must be very specific in what you put in, because the output will determine what you get back. So in any case, went ahead and warmed up on the bench press and got to my working sets of 225, and I was actually able to nail 15 reps with 185, and then I was able to do 12 reps with 225, and I think I got 12 for the second set, but I'm not sure how many I got for the last set. I just lost count and I don't feel like counting right now. But just starting off with that is something that I probably would have omitted from the prompt. I'm just not a big fan of this as a lead off exercise at all on any level. So again, be very specific in what you want, and the output will reflect the input that you give to these new AI engines, because it's going to be infecting coaching very soon, if not already. So, and the thing about it is that it gets smarter with each prompt. So it's literally getting smarter by the minute, depending upon what we put inside of it. Now, again, I used Bard by Google because everybody is on ChatGPT doing their stuff, and I just opted to go an alternative route. But remember, the input is everything. The input is everything. I'll be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of self-spotting benches. However, I didn't feel like kicking up 70-pound dumbbells for higher reps over 3 sets. So what I just did is I instead opted to use the self-spotting bench for my 3 work sets. And then when I had to do the drop, I just transitioned to another bench to be able to finish the set off. If you see this bench, trust me, it's not all that. It gets really cumbersome with heavy weight. This is not heavy weight, but I got fatigued very quickly because it's just 70 pounds. But seeing that it's my second exercise and this is at a higher angle than what I normally incline press at, the fatigue climbed up very, very fast. So a couple of things you want to keep in mind with AI generated workouts is that you will have to mess around with things in order to get the desired result. And sometimes that just comes from typing inside of a prompt. I'm going to call an audible on the dumbbell flies and move on to the prime selectorized piece. I think that's a little bit better for drop sets. Plus, I just like the way it feels on my shoulder. My shoulder's kind of going through hell right now because I did bench press first. Normally don't do that. But again, if your shoulder isn't bothering you, dumbbell flies work as well. But I think with all the selectorized pieces I have available to me, I'd be stupid not to use them. So let's keep going. And as I just mentioned, that audible came just because my shoulder was feeling quite hellish. So instead of trying to stick to the script, merely drop the dumbbells or drop whatever exercise you need to, in this case for me, the dumbbell fly, and opt for something that's a little bit less stressful and more impactful. The Prime machine fit that. And on my drop set, what I did is that I adjusted the strength curve on it. So I changed the weight as well as the cam setting. So this set that you see here right now, this is affecting the middle range. So it gets a little bit difficult in the stretch position. And as you close it in, it gets a little bit lighter. But what I ended up doing is that, again, I changed the cam to squeeze in the to hit in the contracted position. So the hardest position is that close together with my fists, because I just wanted to hit that really good, and it worked. It did what it needed to do. Then instead of a standing overhead press like Bard recommended, I did the seated overhead press with the King machine. This is a heavyweight movement right here, for the simple fact that the frame is just got a lot of friction to it. It's very heavy duty, extremely heavy duty. So if you have access to this machine, if you need to get stronger at pressing, I would recommend you try it. But I just did not want to do the Viking press. I wanted a frame that will move all at the same time when I press it. And the Viking press, the arms kind of move independently. You can make them move in unison if your mechanics are right. But me being kind of a klutz when it comes to that, I think just being able to do two arms at the same time bodes well for me. And I had, on my last set, I dropped it to 10 pounds on each side because, again, it's a heavyweight machine. And by the time that happened, my shoulders were pretty much toast before moving on to the next exercise that you see here, which is the dumbbell front raise. Generally, I don't do these. I have no need to do them. But today, we went ahead and did them because that's what the engine recommended. So very simple. 3 sets, no drop set. Again, calling an audible of 12 to 15 reps. I failed around about 11 to 12, so I probably could have did a drop set, but these were already 22.5, and just my manhood will not allow me to go up under 20 pounds for a work set. I don't give a fuck how light it is, but in any event, this was a good way to get close to finishing. And here, I only filmed 1 set. And this is the Prime lateral raise. Yes, I did do a drop set on the last set, but I kept the cam, the strength cam, at the middle end range because I think, for me, in my opinion, the lateral raise is most effective at the top. So there you go. AI infused workout, and it was good. I liked it, and I hope you like it too. All right, we're all done. It was actually a good one today. I enjoyed it very much. So gonna dive into this a little bit more on Monday. I will let Bard design the leg workout and go from there. Again, depending upon what AI engine you use and the prompt that you put in, you'll get 2 very different results. I didn't do 8 exercises, I did 6. I did less sets overall using the Google engine rather than the Chat GPT. So, you know, play around with it, see how you like it. And, you know, if you do, like and comment below. We'd love to hear your experiences with it. But until then, Larry Brown signing out. Y'all have a great weekend, and I'll see you again next week.